Russian aviation struck deep into Vilcha-Kharkiv region, where Ukrainian UAV controllers were operating from a concealed command point. A pair of FAB bombs plunged into the site with devastating accuracy, collapsing the position and wiping out the drone coordination hub that had been directing enemy reconnaissance and strike flights in the area. In the village of Gulyaypole, a UAV unit from Ukraine's 33rd Separate Regiment was reportedly destroyed by FAB 250 bomb strike, leaving a trail of devastation on the front line of the conflict. Rocket artillery units struck Ukrainian positions on several fronts. In the Krasnolymansk direction, a Grad multiple-launched rocket system crew from the West Force Group hit a cluster of Ukrainian personnel and equipment. Meanwhile, rocket crews from the East Force Group destroyed enemy strongholds near Gulyaypole in the Zaporizhia region, disrupting defensive lines and forcing the Ukrainians to retreat. Again and again, Russian forces unleash FAB 3000 strikes on a Ukrainian command post in the Lyman sector, hammering the site with repeated bomb runs that leave the position shaken and barely able to function. Russian North Group fighters struck again, this time catching a Ukrainian Mongoose radar system exposed on the line. The operators released a Lancet loitering munition that hunted its target with precision, diving straight into the radar array and tearing it apart in a single explosive hit. The strike leaves the enemy blind in that sector and tightens Russia's grip on the battle space. The chain strike on Ukrainian oil facilities in Kremenchuk sent a massive blast rolling over the industrial zone, lighting up the sky and crippling fuel infrastructure that Kyiv relies on to sustain frontline logistics. Paratroopers from Russian assault units followed that momentum by hitting Ukrainian positions once again, launching another precision attack on fortified strongpoints and pushing deeper into the contested sector under the cover of the chaos. This is a clip from the city of Severk in the Donetsk region. After full control was taken by Russian forces, the city's condition shows the remnants of damage from months of fighting. At present, personnel from the 6th Guards Motor Rifle Brigade are conducting house-to-house inspections to ensure no remaining threats. In an open field, an FPV drone on an optical fiber link closed in on Ukrainian armored vehicles. The footage shows the destruction of a Ukrainian M113 in the Volno area as the drone struck with pinpoint control. Deep inside a dense forest line near Konstantinovka, operators of the 27th Artillery Regiment spotted a Ukrainian Leopard 1A5 trying to maneuver between the trees. The tank crew attempted to use the terrain as cover, but the operators stayed locked on. A direct hit followed, and the Leopard 1A5 was knocked out of the fight. A barrage of Russian Grad missiles slams into Ukrainian-held terrain, ripping through fortified posts and forcing the defenders to scatter. Circulating online overnight were videos claiming to show German-made systems striking energy infrastructure in Odessa. The footage has not been independently verified, but it quickly spread across local channels, prompting discussions about foreign equipment playing a role in the latest attacks. Operators of the 5th Army's UAVs are relentlessly striking Ukrainian infantry and equipment in the Gulyaypole garrison. Their coordinated attacks are supporting the assault, with our forces steadily pushing toward the city center. Drone operators from the North Force Group are actively targeting and destroying Ukrainian ground vehicles and robotic carriages, disrupting frontline logistics and weakening enemy mobility. Moving to another sector, the Russian Air Force dropped FAB bombs on Ukrainian defensive positions in Gulyaypole, hitting the fortifications with precision strikes that shattered the armed forces of Ukraine's hold on the area and broke up any chance of an organized response. Nothing is safe anymore. Not the facilities, not the vehicles, not even the armor meant to protect them. In a coordinated strike, Russia's FPV drones teamed up with LMUR missiles to hunt down and obliterate Ukrainian military vehicles, hitting them with a 1-2 punch that left no room for escape or recovery. Russian unmanned aircraft crews are destroying enemies on all fronts. FPV drone operators from the northern forces, utilizing advanced fiber-optic technology, successfully eliminated Ukrainian armed forces tanks concealed in the Kharkiv sector. Meanwhile, BAR's 31 attack drone crews from the southern forces disrupted enemy UAV rotations and disabled their communication and control centers. In the eastern region, UAV operators destroyed American M1117 armored personnel carriers along with Ukrainian armed forces vehicles in Zaporizhia. Air drone operators from the north eliminated enemy personnel and equipment in Sumy. In the central sector, UAV crews cut off supply lines, halting enemy troop rotations in Krasnoarmysk. Across the battlefield, these unmanned forces are signaling a shift in strategy and unstoppable dominance. Amid the tension engulfing the battlefield near Gulyaypole, UAV operators from the Vostok group detected what appeared to be a fortified enemy position. Within seconds, the coordinates were relayed to the artillery unit already standing by. Moments later, the TOS-2 Tosochka crew locked onto the target and launched thermobaric munitions, lighting up the horizon with a powerful explosion. Follow-up artillery strikes hit precisely at the designated point, shaking the enemy's defenses. Beneath the roar of the blasts, one thing became clear: the course of the battle is determined by accuracy and coordination. An interesting video from our quadcopter, which approached an enemy bomber, but encountered resistance from the target. Presumably, the Ukrainian Baba Yaga was equipped with IR illumination, which literally blinded the drone interceptor and made it impossible to shoot it down. The FPV flew away and then did not detect the bomber. The KVN-23 FPV drone team of the 106th Airborne Division carried out a high-risk reconnaissance mission. From above, the drone pilots identified various enemy assets, ranging from light vehicles to electronic equipment and ground defenses. With precise coordination, a series of targeted strikes were launched. One by one, the threats on the list, from ATVs to armored vehicles, were successfully neutralized. Small explosions echoed in the distance, marking the team's success in securing the sector. In intense operations like this, precision and control remain the keys to victory. That's all for today's update. Thanks for watching, and don't miss our upcoming videos.